Okay, coming into today, I've taken a few days off from trading, and so it helps me to get back into the swing of things by visualizing what I want to do, reminding myself how my strategy works, and what I'm looking for. What is that repeatable thing that I'm looking for every day versus just kind of showing up and being like, okay, I'm just going to trade. And so for me, one of those big things is going into some of my recordings of just past trades that have done well that are basically just are wins that hit my criteria, and seeing that it's like, hey, I want to just see the market come up to a spot, and hit, kind of make a double top, hit my timing window, and then take a trade based off of that. And so for me, that helps me, kind of trigger, okay, I'm not looking to just do random things or react to the market. I want to wait for a specific thing, a nice spike, 8 o'clock or 30 minutes after the market open to show up, and then, take a reversal. And that's kind of my bread and butter. And essentially that's what my repeatable setup is. And so going into today, looking for something like that. If we look at the ES futures, just to bring up my drawing tool here, on a 15-minute chart, we had a crazy sell-off Friday, and this was just Trump announced some kind of tariff news on China. I think he tweeted it or something, but the market just went crazy over it. Like looking at a daily chart, it was a huge spike down. And so, we came to actually these previous highs, which I think is a great spot for a bottom. And if he doesn't really follow through, the thought is it just going to be, a smaller version of April where we just ripped lower. And then once people were like, oh, he's kind of backed off on that, we might just shoot back up. And because the market overall is insanely strong right now. And so I think it's totally possible that today, looking at this, we probably want to retest this to some extent, and we have done that. We started to recover, pull back. This really kind of tested the gap we had. There's still technically, it closed here and opened here, so there's a pretty big gap there. But we have come down to really fill this gap. This is the major gap here. I haven't quite filled it, so I could see us selling off a bit more to do that. Same thing with the NASDAQ, pretty much exactly the same setup. Is we've had this downtrend, we're trailing off, started to fill this gap, at least tested the middle of it. And so going into a smaller chart, what that looks like for a trade today, well, 8 o'clock is here. Sometimes you can get a reversal 15 minutes after the open, but today I think if we can get a good bottom, I think it's totally reasonable. Actually, going back to a 15-minute chart here, is if we target these overnight highs, the market kind of just giving back this move up, finding some strength, but just got to pick the right time to buy at the bottom for that. And so market hasn't opened yet. Got 7:30 my time is when it opens, and then other couple windows I like, 7:45 and 8. These are my two spots where I want to see it come down and reverse. If it's either way at those timings, that's kind of lines up with what is repeatable for me. Versus I find going into the market and just trying to enter in randomly just does not work very well. Or reacting and just reading and thinking I can read the market in real time, if it doesn't fit one of those kind of things. So another thing would potentially be, well, if it comes down, bounces and then sits here for a minute and looks like it's going to go long, maybe like a fake lower and then goes long, that could be another potential trade of a fake out lower, to again try to fill my bias to the long side. So what I would like for a long here, now that it's broken the lows, I would want a head and shoulders to go long here, because otherwise it's way more likely that we just, especially for the NASDAQ here, is come up here, test this, and just continue lower. because we're not really bouncing off of a support level. Now we could just be doing a failed breakout of the overnight lows here, but big picture, we could just be in a downtrend that's going to continue lower, you know? And so I don't want to jump in long here saying, hey, that's a nice failed break lower when this downtrend is so strong. I like this to the upside. I really want to see, I'm nervous that it's just gonna pump me in and then rip lower, but I think I'm just gonna get in long through that nervousness because it's made a nice head and shoulders there. I'm gonna just put my stop down here. Adjust this slightly. And then target the highs. It's a nice setup. Maybe I should have my stop down here. It's just hard when it's such a rip. NASDAQ has kind of done the same, head and shoulders. I think it looks really solid in terms of a setup. We had a nice flush lower, nice little fail breakout lower. In terms of target, I mean, initial is going to be here. The previous open or the open of today, which is basically here. If we rip up and hit 2x pretty fast, I might jump out. But I mean, ideally we try and go for the highs. But also one thing to keep in mind is pulling up a channel here is we could totally be in this kind of channel right here. It's not super defined. You know, it's kind of off of these three, but that's pretty solid in terms of resistance. So there's this downtrend line here from that channel. And while we wait for this trade, make sure to check out the NinjaTrader Arena Cup $400,000 real money prize pool tournament. Half the spots are already taken. So make sure to get your spot here in this QR code or the link below. I want to see how this reacts. I don't want to do a trailing stop just yet because, you know, if it does like a 2 candlestick pullback here, just like this, and then continues higher, I want to hold through that. I don't want to get ripped out by that. It's scary at this size, and I'm still getting used to that. And it'd be really frustrating if it does. But pulling back, you know, looking at the NASDAQ here, trying to be unbiased that I'm in a trade, pulling back to here and going higher is totally reasonable. Just kind of waiting to see what happens at this point. Okay, nice rip higher here. Again, looking at this, I'm just going to take this out to clean up my chart a bit. Being aware that there's this downtrend here, we could still totally just reverse after that pop up. And it could be like a final fake higher. Same thing on the NASDAQ. I think if we break my stop here, it's basically breaking this uptrend anyway. I'm happy with how I'm managing it. I just, emotionally, I really would love a win that's higher than $1,700 if I get stopped out. I'll be a little bummed about that. But again, at the end of the day, the entry was really good, which is what I've been struggling with. Management, you know, that just plays out how it plays out. It's just emotions talking, really. Big picture, again, this is such a good, for, you know, this whole swing, it's a nice fake lower and reversal higher. This is what I've been looking for weeks, really, with a lot of these openings, is reverse or fake the way I don't want, and then take a trade the direction that my bias is, or I think the big picture is. I'm just gonna move this down to 3x at this point. Eh, I think that's emotional. I want to see how this plays out. I definitely, if this starts popping up here, I'm going to move trailing stop. Like really tight here now. Like up to 2x. NASDAQ is popping as well. For me, mentally, I feel like getting 5K on the trade is kind of a mental number I really want right now. It's not good, but that's just the reality. But I also don't want to just let that control what I'm doing. I want to run a trailing stop here if this is just going to continue to pop. I don't think that's over greed. I think that's, you know, I'm just going to put it trailing stop here right at the bottom of this candle. Because I think either it's going to keep going up or it's going to knock me out. And if it knocks me out here at 4,700, I'm totally happy with that. Come on, hold, and keep going. That's okay. I'm totally happy with that.